Hello everyone, my name is Frances and I'm the owner and creator of Frances Williams Art, where I do mainly pastel artwork that's very fantasy and a little bit witchy themed. This video is going to be about my 1-year anniversary. I'm going to run through what costs I've spent so far, what my income has been, and basically sort of what my achievements, what things I've learned and kind of discovered over the way. First things first is that I have a Shopify shop. That's where I sell all of my products to. I don't sell on Etsy or anywhere else. I've just chosen to do that. I've actually had my Shopify shop for about, I think, 2 years now. I'm currently paying £25 per month for my Shopify store. They do offer a annual payment, which works out a bit cheaper per month, which is something I'm going to look into, because I think when I first signed up, I think they were offering like 3 months free or something, and that is with their basic plan that I've got. So I've written down all of my costs. So that's all of my products that I've bought. It's any kind of bits of maybe like fabric that I've used to sew my book sleeves, packaging as well, any kind of art supplies, just anything art business related. I've just written down to get the cost that I've spent so far over the year, which is, hi, it's editing me. I realised I got the cost wrong, so it's actually £1,093.46. And then my income, or the money that I've earned basically from selling my products, I've sold a few things through my actual shop, and then I've also sold a few things just out from here, basically, like to friends and family. That has come to £194.51. So I've obviously spent quite a lot in my first year of business, which is normal. I'm guessing like the first several years your business, you are putting a lot into it, which makes sense obviously, because there's things that you need to get, there's equipment and supplies and things like packaging, for example. Just to give you an idea of like the money that I spent on packaging, which is things like boxes, packaging like stickers, I've spent £108.43. So that's just packaging, just to be able to ship my products. But I have like large quantities of those things, so I'm not looking to sort of spend anything else on packaging anytime soon. Obviously the biggest outgoings has been my products. So far I've spent a total of £580.24 just on getting my products made through other manufacturers. As a small business, and as someone who obviously doesn't have a lot of money, I'm looking more into print on demand services. So at the moment I do have some t-shirt designs up on my website, and I'm going to look into more like products that I could get made. I like to be in control of my products. I wish I could sort of make more of my products, but obviously it comes down to sort of like time, money, and actually having a physical space to do that. I'm choosing companies that obviously have really good reviews, do like really good quality products. I do, if I can, get samples of things, like my fabric. Just to give you an example, so this is my fabric that I got printed, and I've just sort of made it into like one of my book sleeves, which currently has a book in there. I got so many samples of this fabric made just because obviously I've never done it before, and I wanted to see how it will come out, like the quality of it, the colour as well. So if I can, and if it's affordable, I will get samples of a lot of my products. So I just wanted to also share with you my marketing and my social media presence. So I started my YouTube channel, I think it might have been like a year and a half. I'm not good with like dates or timelines or anything, but it's been longer than a year since I've had it. And so far for this past year, I've been averaging 2 vlogs per month. I have been quite good with keeping up with that. I also have my Instagram page, and also I've been increasing the posts that I've been put on there. So I think I'm averaging about 2 to 3 posts per week. Yeah, over the year I was probably posting maybe once a week, and that's sort of slowly gotten better. So I'm definitely working on my marketing. I'm using Canva, which is a free graphic design app which I've got on my iPad. I use that quite a lot to help with my products, like designing my products, and also doing my thumbnails for my YouTube, and also sometimes for my posts on Instagram. So I'm just using what I have and what's free to me just to help me achieve what I need to achieve, basically. Just a few other things that I just wanted to talk about was I'm definitely getting better with things in terms of like designing, graphic design, editing. I'm also learning lino cutting. I did a lino cutting course, I think it was last year. I don't know, it was during the winter, sometime before Christmas. In one of my previous vlogs, I did actually make a start on actually doing some lino cutting. So this is my owl-eyed moth, which is a moth that's I created my own. So this doesn't exist in real life. It's just sort of like a fantasy forest moth. But I really like it. It turned out really, really good. It was my first kind of attempt on my own doing lino cutting. So I do have plans to do some lino cutting on some tote bags. So what I'm planning over the next sort of coming months is to print onto fabric. That's what I would like the lino cutting to be used for. I do have some blank tote bags, and I also wanted to have a go at also printing on some t-shirts. So the things I've learnt over the year has been little and often. I really enjoy working on my business. I love creating things. I love drawing. I'm doing this because I love doing it, basically. And I really enjoy learning new stuff. I have enjoyed learning how to use like things like Canva, and I've used a little bit of Kittle as well, which is like another free editing kind of a software editing app you can get. And as a creative person, I find that you always need to be learning. You always want to have those challenges. I'm getting better at sort of things like editing. I have been doing that for a while, and I'm just sort of learning. You know, you find out like a little thing, like, oh, that will make my job a little bit easier. And I'm enjoying the process. I'm at that point in the year where my seasonal work has now finished. So at the end of September, I basically stopped working. So I stopped earning money. I stopped being employed. So I'm unemployed. So it's going to be an interesting winter. I am applying for jobs at the moment. We'll just see how we go, really. But that's just like the realities of like running a small business. You're not earning money to live off straight away. I understand that, and I didn't go into this knowing, like, naively anyway. I'm enjoying what I'm doing is the main thing. I'm enjoying having a new medium to work on and all of the new products that I can create from that as well. And I think if there's anything for people to take away in this is don't be scared if you're someone who's thinking about making a business or selling things that you make or anything like that. I was scared at first. But watching other small businesses really sort of helped my confidence. I think don't always feel pressured like you always need to be working all the time on your business. It's better to do a little bit when you can rather than just like nothing at all, because I took massive breaks within my business, like a year, 2 years even, just like massive breaks. Every business starts small. Every business starts somewhere. So if you've got any questions, feel free to put them in the comments below and I'll do my best at answering them. I'm going to be back with another studio vlog on Monday, and in the meantime, it's freezing cold here. I haven't lit the fire or anything. I've got my hot water bottle keeping me warm. So hopefully see you guys next week. In the meantime, thank you for watching and goodbye.